Hello and welcome to beautiful Greenville, Tennessee. You are watching Pioneer Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network. This is the season opener for the little Pioneers this season as they face off against the Limestone Saints. The Saints come into this game ranked 14th in the nation in the United States Intercollegiate Lacrosse Association and New Balance D2 poll, and they are coming off of an 11-8 season. Very unusual for the Limestone Saints as they are a perennial powerhouse in lacrosse. Three national championships in the past 5 years for the Saints, and they did not even get out of their conference tournament last season, losing in the Conference Carolinas championship match to Belmont Abbey. The Pioneers are coming off of a 4-9 season last year, finishing seventh in the conference and going 2-6 as in their conference record. The keys for this game for the Pioneers will be consistently winning ground balls in the midfield and in the defense, as said by head coach Richard Carrington. Also to be competitive at the face-off dot against one of the best face-off men in the nation in Dakota Kirsch Downs, the 5'9", 200-pound junior for the Saints, and to be better in April than January. And the Pioneers will look to start off their January correctly against the Saints this afternoon. We'll be back very soon as we get to the season opener for men's lacrosse. You are watching Pioneer Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingles has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingles, all the ingredients for family.
Jason was an ordinary man with an insatiable appetite until he got a call that changed everything. Applebee's All You Can Eat is back with shrimp. This January, get ready to order. Starring riblets, tenders, and introducing shrimp.
Persons on the field at any time, and it is against Tusculum and South Atlantic Conference policy to bring threats to any Pioneer athletic event. The NCAA and Tusculum also prohibit the use of tobacco products in any Pioneer athletic event. This includes smoking and smokeless tobacco products. South Atlantic Conference is member institution for local sports.
Welcome back to Pioneer Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network as we get set to roll in the season opener for men's lacrosse as they go to the national anthem.
And our grounds removal from Pioneer Field. We thank you for your support of Tusculum Athletics and the South Atlantic Conference. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps as we will honor both the United States of America and Canada with their respective national anthems. first the national anthem for Canada.
And welcome back to the Pioneer Sports Network as we get set to roll in the men's lacrosse season opener against the Limestone Saints. The Pioneers are 14. The Pioneers are 0-3 against Limestone all time. Last time they faced them was last season. The Pioneers got to a hot start, going up 3-0 in the first quarter, but the Saints battled back and took over the game and won 17-6. Also lost to them in 2016, 16-5, and also lost in 2014, 21-3.
Starters for the Pioneers today. Starting on attack, number 2, Braden Elam. Number 3, Keegan Bell.
Pioneer starters for today are number 2, Braden Elam at attack.
Number 19,
Number
Dawson
3,
Lovejoy.
Keegan Bell in the
Number 20, AJ
midfield.
Hems.
Number 9,
92,
Joe
Andrew
Edgar on
Mahalski.
defense. Number 44,
Starting on defense,
Quinn
number 9,
McKittrick
Joe
on
Lecter.
defense.
Number 18,
Number
Connor
20,
Coleman.
AJ Hems
Number
in the
44,
midfield.
Quinn
Number
McKittrick.
18,
Starting
Connor
goal for the
Coleman on
Pioneers, number
defense.
35,
They
Ross
are starting
Geiger.
a true freshman,
Head coach of
number
the Pioneers,
35,
Richard Carrington.
Ross
Assistant
Geiger
coach
at
is
goal.
Chris Roach.
The Limestone Saints are coming out with their veteran lineup. Number 15, Tyler Papa, the junior at attack. Number 11, the JUCO kid, Larson Sundown at attack. Number 6, Brian Huey at attack. Number 7, Jordan Storos in the midfield. Number 17, Clark Walter in the midfield. Number 41, Dakota Kirsch Downs in the midfield. Number 22, Matt Hummel in the midfield. Number 34, Kendall Collins on defense. And number 33, Andrew Barton on defense. While Danny Foreign, number 35, the senior, gets the start for the Saints. We will have the face-off now with the Pioneers. Number 99, Giovanni Baradis, loses the face-off to number 1, Christopher Parrott for the Saints as we get rolling in the first game of the men's lacrosse season. Here comes Matt Hummel subbing in at mid for the Saints. Saints moving the ball around. Known to especially be a dodge-heavy team, just letting their athletes work in space. We'll see how that offense gets rolling today. Hummel trying to dodge, going towards the goal, gives it off. And what a dodge, and the first goal of the Saints season by Tyler Papa. Tyler Papa, the junior out of Manlius, New York. One of the Saints player to watch for 2019, named by the Conference Carolinas, gets the first goal of the season for the Saints.
Number 15, Tyler Papa.
And what a beautiful goal this is as he jumps and it goes right over Geiger's head. And there's an early timeout by the Pioneers. 1-0, not even a minute gone in this first quarter. We'll be back on the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back to the Pioneer Sports Network. 14:07 in this first quarter as Tyler Papa scores the first goal of the game for the Saints, and the Pioneers will look to regroup. And here's Giovanni Berardis back on the face-off for the Pioneers against Christopher Parrott of the Saints. Berardis tries to get the ball out. There's a battle. Pioneers looking to get it, but they fall. And that's a penalty against Limestone. Pioneers will get the ball and will be on the attack. Pioneers will look to lean on their veteran leaders as they look to get this offense rolling for the 2019 season. Here's Jordan Daniel with the ball. Gives it off. Here's a quick screen by the Pioneers and good defense by the Saints there. Nathaniel Carter with the aggressive shove. And here's a shot by the Pioneers out of bounds. Pioneers will look to lean on a lot of these freshmen this year, losing a lot of veteran leadership last year. 6 of the best players in their program gone, 2 of them MLO draft picks. Here's a setup by the Pioneers, a drop ball, and there's a flag out. Can the Pioneers pick up the ground ball? No, they cannot. And there's another flag out And the Pioneers will be in favor. As the subs come in now, looks like two Saints will be in the penalty box. Six Saints on the field. Looks like the Pioneers will be in a man-up situation, looking to take advantage and get the first point of this season opener.
Two penalties in the box. Number 28, Tyler Ponzio, 1 minute for cross-check and 1 minute or 30 seconds for officials possessing.
Penalty on Tyler Ponzio for a cross-check. He will be out for a minute 30. And the Pioneers are in a man-up situation, looking to get the first goal of the season. Tried to set up for a shot. Pioneers drop the ball. And the Saints will pick up the ball and be on the attack. Here comes Jordan Storos down the middle. And good defense by the Pioneers as they recover. Here comes Connor Coleman. Gives it off to A.J. Hems. And here's the shot. Blocked. Blocked by Storos, the LSM for the Saints. Another one of their players to watch, named by the Conference Carolinas. Here's a shot. Good save by the Saints there. Danny Foran, the senior, on a good save for the Saints there. Here comes Jeremy Burns. Down the right side. That'll be a penalty. Here come the Pioneers down the outside. Here's the pass off to Bell. Here comes Sean Dunn. The true freshman with the ball, looking to get a play. Keegan Bell, as the Pioneers switch sides, try to get their best attackman on the field. Bell gives it off to Dunn. Dunn looking to dodge, but the stiff Saints defense is not going for it. Keegan Bell double team, gives it back to Dunn. Looked like a play near the crease, but it was stopped by that Saints defense again. And here comes Papa down the right side. Excuse me, that was Trent Kellner. Saints setting up their offense, missed the ball, but Dylan Brown goes back and gets it, tries to set up the offense for the Saints. Saints want to get their best athletes in space and are looking to do that now. Here comes Jeremy Burns coming towards the crease, gives it back to the X, and Matt Bennett. And there was a setup for Larson. Sundown, he drops the ball. Pioneers will now get the ball back as Geiger gives it off to Dunn. Good dodge by Dunn, but he drops the ball. Pioneers not catching the ball very well in this first quarter. Assistant coach Chris Roach trying to get the Pioneers in the right formation on this attack. And a good sub by the Pioneers here. Edgar getting on the right side of the field. Fight for the ball. Here comes the flag. Tyler Ponzio with another flag. And the Pioneers have to restart play once again. Here comes the setup for the Pioneers, looking to get their screen game going. Good slides by the Saints defense, trapping the Pioneers. And that was a good look for a shot, but the Pioneers dropped the ball once again. As Andrew Martin down the right side gives off to Sundown. Sundown with the fake, the shot, and it goes off of Geiger's stick. As Papa gets the ball now. Coach Carrington trying to tell his players to slide because the player subbing in is a shooter. There's Sundown with the ball. There's a whistle by the refs here. Another infraction as they have to restart play. There's a shot, good save by the true freshman. Clark Walter, another Conference Carolina player to watch with the shot, but the true freshman Geiger not going for it. Here's Sundown again on the dodge. And that will be another infraction. Pioneers get the ball. And here's the pass, and the Pioneers fall. Josh Pickford tripped up there by the Saints. Here's Papa. With the fake pass to Jeremy Burns there. And here's an actual pass to Jeremy Burns. Jeremy Burns only 1 assist and 1 ground ball versus the Pioneers last year, but very effective in the game as he passes the ball out of bounds. Here come another series of subs for the Pioneers.
Tusculum penalty number 6, Charles Mills, 30 seconds for offsides.
Joe Edgar now on defense for the Pioneers here. Bennett with the pass off to Papa. Here's Papa. Here's Clark Walter. Here's Papa. Shot. Goal! Second goal of the game by Tyler Papa. Papa showing why he was one of the Saints players to watch for the year. Here's Andy Mahalski against Kirsch Downs on the face-off here. 2-0 Saints up in this first quarter. Here's Kirsch Downs with another win, one of the best face-off men in the country. Here's Brian Huey, gives it off to Burns. Here comes Dylan Brown. He gives it off once again to Patrick Hanley with the dodge. Pass off to Burns. Here's Burns again, tries to spin around. Doesn't get it. He tries once again. He almost had it. Good defense by the Pioneers there. But they give the ball back to the Saints. .5:17 in this first quarter here, 2-0. Limestone looking to take another goal. Sundown with the pass. Here comes Burns once again. Here comes Hanley, shot. Good save by Geiger. It's the pass off to Bennett. Good dodge by Bennett. Oh, look, goes for the no-look goal. And my Lord, would that have been sweet, but it goes out of bounds. Here's another sub coming on the field for the Pioneers. Jordan Daniel, the true freshman. Pioneers defense been going at it for the past couple minutes. Still needs to prevail. Here's Hanley. Good defense there by Daniel. Limestone trying to get their athletes in space here. Here's Sundown going near the crease. Good defense by the Pioneers. And what a shot that was by Brian Huey. Saints get the ball back again on the good defense by Brian Huey, causing the turnover. Here's Papa back in the game. The only man to have scored a goal in this game so far. Here's Matt Homer looking to score. Here comes Walter back in the game. The pass to good defense by the Pioneers, and that is a goal by Larson Sundown. Larson Sundown, the JUCO kid out of Onondaga Community College.
Limestone goal scorer number 11, Larson Sundown. Assist number 9, Brian Huey.
Did not play a minute for the Saints last season, but the Conference Carolinas named him as a 2019 Player of the Watch. .3 Saints as they go at it in the face-off once again. Got being infraction by the Pioneers. Kirsch Downs wins another face-off for the Saints. Here's Homer looking to create some offense. Comes Clark Walter, looking to dodge. Here's Sundown once again. Bennett drops the ball. Bennett working through the defense, just misses the goal. As they race to pick up the ground ball. What a fight for possession. And the Pioneers will get possession. Excuse me, no, they won't. .3 Saints up in this first quarter, 2.5 minutes left. Looking to capitalize again on this Pioneers defense. Here's Hommel. Here comes Clark. Well, excuse me, that was Papa. It goes out of bounds. Pioneers will finally get the ball back. Geiger tries to hand it off to Will Cookman. He drops the ball, and the Saints are back on offense looking to score once again. It's Bennett going towards the crease and just misses the pass to Sundown. As the Pioneers will get possession of the ball. Pioneers just need to maintain possession to get some sort of offense going in this first quarter. Trent Kellner coming down the middle as Jeremy Burns comes back in the game for the Saints. Limestone looking to keep possession for the rest of this quarter. Only a minute left, 45 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Thorson Sundown once again. The 6', 190 junior out of Basom, New York, making his mark on the Saints team in this first game of the season. The 27 NJCAA first team All-American, first team All-Region, first team All-Mid-State Athletic Conference. Those accolades are not for nothing, folks. As the Saints will get the ball once again because of an infraction by the Pioneers. Pioneers will need to stiffen up their defense to get something going here. Dodged by the Saints here, being closely guarded by Jordan Daniel. He's playing some very stiff defense in his first collegiate game. And there's a shot out of bounds. Here's the ball already by Sundown, and the diving goal. What a beautiful goal that was by Larson Sundown, taking advantage of the new NCAA rule that allows you to dive in front of the crease. 4-0 as we go into the second quarter. Pioneers will need to get something going. You're watching Men's Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
We are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County and you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
5-0 as we head into the second quarter of the men's lacrosse opener against the number 14 Limestone Saints. That last goal was by number 12 Garrett Winter, a beautiful diving goal, taking advantage of the new NCAA rule that allows attackers to dive in the crease for a shot. Tyler Parrott back on the face-off for the Saints as he loses his stick fighting for the ball, but the Saints still regain possession. Here comes Storos down the left side. Gives it off to Hanley as Storos goes back to the middle of the field. Here comes Bennett. Gives off to Burns, back to Hanley. Bennett gives it back to Brian Huey. Saints looking to set up their offense, get their players in space. Good dodge by Burns. Here's the goal. What a beautiful play and screen by the Saints there as Larson Sundown gets his second goal of the game.
Limestone goal by number 11, Larson Sundown.
Beautiful dodge that was, setting up for Sundown as he just catches and shoots. Dakota Kirschdown's now back on the face-off for the Saints here against Andy Mahovsky. And the Pioneers will gain possession now. And there is the multiple slashing by the Saints. Finally lets them regain possession. But here come the Pioneers battling back. As Liam McDonald waits for his offensive help to get there. As the Pioneers will try to set up to get their first goal of the season. Here comes McDonald's shot. Good save by Foreign there. As the Saints get it back across the field. Nate Van Burnt taking it upfield. Saints looking to set up their offense once again. Here comes Tyler Papa. One of the leading attackers for these Saints this year. Already 2 goals in this game. Saints looking to get something rolling here. Here's a spin move by Papa. Here's Hummel. Gives it off to Clark Walter. What a dodge, but an even better save by the true freshman there. That was some kind of juke move by Clark Walter there. The kind of juke you see on Madden. Here come the Saints setting up again. Here's Papa. Good defense by the Pioneers there as there's a battle for the ball. Sundown gets it, tries to rip it, and the Pioneers will gain possession. Six nothing, 11:30 in the second quarter as the Pioneers try to get something rolling, but can't even get the ball up to midfield. Saints playing full court defense here. Not trying to let the Pioneers get up to their attack zone. Pioneers a very young team this year. 17 freshmen and 13 sophomores. Their only two seniors are midfielder Keegan Bell and defensive player Charlie Mills. As you hear the women's lacrosse team cheering on the men's team in the stands, they will face off against Shorter on Wednesday at 3 p.m. right here on the Pioneer Sports Network. What a rip that was by true freshman Sean Dunn. Just wide though, and the Pioneers will regain possession, trying to reset up this offense. What a spin move by Elam. One of the two returning attackers for the Pioneers here, trying to lead this very young team. Very stiff defense by the Saints here, and what an interception that was by Nathaniel Carter, taking it up the field, but Jake Croster cannot catch that. As the Saints regain possession, seems like we see them in the attack zone for most of this game. Nicholas Bennett, another JUCO transfer from Onondaga Community College, a senior for the Saints this year. Here's Burns with the dodge, looking to go towards the goal. Gives it off to Brown. What a spin move that was by Hanley. Oh, the ankles. My Lord, the ankles are gone on Quinn McKittrick. And here's the shot out of bounds. Two spin moves by Patrick Henley had Quinn McKittrick in the spin cycle, but the Saints cannot capitalize and will reset up their offense. 9:07 in the second quarter. The Limestone Saints are coached by legendary head coach J.B. Clark going into his 9th season. Almost 300 wins throughout his 20 seasons being a head coach in his lacrosse career. 287 wins. And what a save that was by Geiger. And here's the rip by Hanley. Gets out. And the Pioneers will take possession. Here's the pass off to Dunn. What a spin move by him. Here come the Pioneers on the attack here. Kel Lawrence, another one of the true freshmen for the Pioneers, looking to set up this offense. Gives it off to Josh Pickford. Dylan Brown playing stiff defense on Pickford as he's still going towards the goal, but he forgets the ball, and the Saints will regain possession. Here goes Papa back on the field for the Saints. Clark Walter, Tyler Papa, Matt Hommel all on attack for the Saints here. Also is Larson Sundown looking to get another goal to continue this dominant performance so far in this first half. And here's Hommel coming down the middle. Shot, goal! What a beautiful plays by the Saints there as they get another goal. That is 7 unanswered. Timeout. 7:15 in the second quarter. 7-0 Limestone Saints up. You are watching men's lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
Family.
Food's here!
What's it mean to you?
We got lunch.
To us, it means the people you care about, look out for, and yeah, love. Even if you'd never let them hear you say it.
You're eating hummus?
What's wrong with hummus?
Here at Ingalls, we have everything you need to gather around the table and give each other a hard time. Because that's what families do. Ingalls. All the ingredients for family.
Welcome back to men's lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network. Limestone Saints up 7-0 in this second quarter. 7:15 to go. Matt Hummel just scored for the Saints. A beautiful setup that was. As we go to the face-off ring with Dakota Kirschdowns once again for the Saints. That'll be another face-off win for Kirschdowns, looking to continue his reign as one of the best Fogos in the country. Garrett Winter now back on attack for the Saints, who had a beautiful diving goal to end the first quarter. Here comes Huey from behind the net, just misses. The Saints go back on attack here. Here comes Patrick Hanley, who is a good offensive player and setting up his teammates. Here's Burns. Another goal for the Saints. Jeremy Burns has been dodging all first half, trying to get himself open for a goal, and all that hard work has paid off. First goal of the season for Jeremy Burns.
Limestone goal by number 6, Jeremy Burns, assist number 14, Dylan Brown.
Tyler Parrott now on the face-off for the Saints here, as the Pioneers will pick it up, but will have to come off the field. Tanner Deck gets slashed in the leg there and instantly throws his equipment off, and he looks to be injured. Liam McDonald, one of the only two returning attackers for the Pioneers, trying to set something up to get the Pioneers on the scoreboard in this first match of the season, and they don't do it. What great defense that was by Andrew Martin. Larson Sundown waits for his teammates to get back on that side of the field to set up an attack. Saints try to set up their offense once again. Looking to go for 9 unanswered goals. What a dodge that was. And the save by Geiger as it bounces over his head. Good dodge there by Connor Hogg. Almost got him his first goal of the season. As the Saints are back again playing their full field defense. And there is Jordan Storos. Gives it off to Sundown. And what a shot. And a good save by Geiger. Garrett Winter going for his second goal of the match. More good defense by the LSM Jordan Storos. Saints back on the attack. Attempted dodge there by Ponzio, who's had multiple fouls in this game. Here comes Hawk trying to get the dodge, but some good defense there. Oh, right off the top of the post. Would have been a beautiful goal by Ponzio. Going to Graw in the attack. Here's a setup, Sundown. Blow! Another goal for Larson Sundown. Larson Sundown showing why he scored 300 goals at Akron Central High School.
Number 11, Larson Sundown, assist number 8, Colton Bozeman.
9 unanswered points for the Saints here. Tyler Perry back on the face-off for the Saints. .328 to go in the second quarter. Pioneers reeling heavily right now. Need to get something going. Another win that was against Noah Jesse of the Pioneers on the face-off. Saints just taking their time here on offense. Just looking to pad their lead. And Tyler Papa and Walter back in the game. Here's Sundown. Another goal by Larson Sundown. When Clark Walter and Tyler Papa are in the game with Larson Sundown, it is magic, folks.
Limestone goal by number 11, Larson Sundown, assist number 15, Tyler Papa.
The junior out of Bassam, New York. And here comes Dakota Kirsch Downs. That'll be another infraction by the Pioneers. Couldn't get off the field in time. Here comes the Saints right back on the attack. Papa. And there's Walter. There's Hommel back on the offense for the Saints. Here's Papa looking to rip it. Has to give it off. Here's Huey, and that goes through the uprights. If it was football, that'd be 3 points. And there is a good save by Ross Geiger. As the Pioneers just try to get it past midfield and just maintain on the attack. Saints defense is not giving up an inch. Keegan Bell, the senior midfielder, trying to get something going for the Pioneers here. 2018 honorable mention all sack. One of the best returners for the Pioneers as they drop this ball and will now lose possession.
Limestone penalty for too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field for the Saints as the Pioneers will maintain possession and look to get a goal here in this last minute and a half of the first half. And the Pioneers will lose possession as they cannot catch the ball during the entirety of this first half. Here comes Andrew Martin with the long pass to Sundown. Sundown looking to capitalize on his dominant performance in this first half. 3 goals. Saints looking to go for 11th unanswered. That'll be a timeout. 54 seconds left in this first half. Let's look at some Pioneer scores. Women's basketball facing off against Newberry today, up 69-63 with 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Looks like they're going to pull that one out today. Also in Sac Lacrosse, Mars Hill wins their season opener against Leeds McCray 19-18. And Lincoln Memorial is tied with Barton at 10 as they go to the fourth quarter. Nothing in this fourth quarter as Limestone will look to score one more time before they head into the half. Pioneers looking less than imaginable in their season opener against one of the best teams in the country. Hoping for a better start with this very young team that only has 2 seniors and 9 juniors, but no one would imagine them coming out like this in the season opener. Looks like we're back in action. 54 seconds left as Matt Hommel will open with the Saints with the ball. Saints setting up their offense. Here comes Papa. Tries to give it off to Sundown, and that was good defense there by the Pioneers. Geiger looking to pass it off. But looking like he might take it past midfield, and he will. It can create some offense for the Pioneers here. They need something, and the Geiger is willing to to leave the crease to start it. There's true freshman Sean Dunn trying to work it around. Here's McDonald ripping it. Good save by Form. And that'll be the end of the first half. Not the best start for the Pioneers as they come out down 10-0 in the first half of their season opener to the number 14 Limestone Saints. Be back from the half. You're watching men's lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time. Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Jason was an ordinary man with an insatiable appetite until he got a call that changed everything. Applebee's All You Can Eat is back with shrimp. This January, get ready to order. Starring riblets, tenders, and introducing shrimp.
are in Granger County, Tennessee, here at Pierce Farms, and the Pierce family has been working with Ingalls for over 30 years. It means a great deal supplying produce as a local farmer. It really touches base knowing that we're just simple people just trying to help, and we love what we do, and Ingalls is a huge part of helping us do it. Farming is who we are, and it's in our blood. God has really blessed us with the sun and the soil to grow the best tomatoes you'll find anywhere. I believe it's really in the soil. So if you're in Granger County and you farm tomatoes, then you're in. Just a great blessing on us to actually farm and be able to farm and to supply tomatoes to people. And Ingalls really cares about family farms like Pierce Farms, and they really care about their customers. We're just glad to be a part of that. God has blessed us with a really great partnership there. They make fresh local produce have real meaning for lots of people. I'm Shane Pierce, and this is my Ingalls story.
Welcome back to Tusculum Lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network. Limestone Saints up at the half, 10-0. Let's go look at some sports. Let's go look at some scores from around the league. In the Conference Carolinas, Young Harris over North Greenville in overtime, the final 15-14. In the second quarter, Sewanee is over Emmanuel 7-4. And we have a final Mars Hill 19 over Lee's McCray 18. Shawan over Shorter 14-12. That's a final. Belmont Abbey over Tampa, the 10th ranked in the country. Belmont Abbey 13-9. They win that over Tampa. Barton and Lincoln Memorial still tied as they head into the fourth quarter. And we will now get back to the second half of the Pioneer season opener. Andy Mahalski goes against Dakota Kirsch-Downs once again at the faceoff. Kirsch-Downs with the, oh my goodness, what a slash that was by Mahalski. And that'll be another win by Kirsch-Downs as the Saints take over on offense as they have been doing all game long. Here come the Saints on the attack with Walter, Papa, Sundown, Bennett, Hommel, and Brian Huey all on the attack. Here's Hommel, gives it off to Walter. That is a goal for Clark Walter. Clark Walter's first goal of the season makes it 11-0 Saints over the Pioneers. Not even a minute goes by in this first half, and Clark Walter lets it rip past the true freshman Ross Geiger, who is having not a great start to his college career.
Clark Walter assist number 22, Matt Hummel.
Mahalski now going against Parrott at the faceoff. Saints with another face-off win as Parrott takes it down the right side. Huey runs around the left side, setting up the offense for the Saints. And Hanley loses the ball, and here comes McDonald on the attack for the Pioneers. Gives it off to Dunn, they let it rip, and that is a great save by Foreign there. Pioneers were almost there on the attack. Almost close to their first goal of the season, but to no avail. Now here comes Burns, Hanley, and Dylan Brown. This line now on the attack. Here comes Burns. Another goal for Jeremy Burns. That's Burns' second goal of the day. Burns just dodges to his left, creates some space, lets it rip. That is a goal for the Saints. 12-0 in this third quarter. Not even 2 minutes gone by yet. Parrott now back on the face-off for Limestone against Addison Wilkins of the Pioneers. And the Pioneers will now get the ball. Here comes true freshman Sean Dunn down the middle as he's being slashed, lets it rip, goes out of bounds. Here comes Liam McDonald trying to come down the middle of the field to set up the Pioneers offense. Gives it off to Cale Anderson, another true freshman for the Pioneers. Cale Lawrence looking to make his mark on the season. Here goes Will Cookman trying to dodge a spin move coming down the middle. Gives it off to Keegan Bell. First goal of the year for the Pioneers. The senior, Keegan Bell. The perfect man to get the first goal of the year to try and spark some life into the Pioneers.
And goals for number 3, Keegan Bell, assisted by number 13, Will Pittman.
Now 12-1, your score in this third quarter. True freshman Addison Wilkins at the face-off of the Pioneers against Tyler Parrott. Excuse me, that's Kirsch Downs now back at the face-off. And an infraction by Wilkins will give the ball to the Saints. Now here comes Papa letting it rip. Blow! Tyler Papa. Three goals on the day for Tyler Papa. 3 goals on 4 shots. A very efficient day at the office for the 6'2" junior.
Tyler Papa, assist number 66, Matt Bennett.
(13-1). 4 goals have been scored in this first 5 minutes of the third quarter. As true freshman Addison Wilkins gets a welcome to college lacrosse moment by going up against one of the best face-off men in the country in Dakota Kirsch Downs. Kirsch Downs usually has a great game against the Pioneers. 15 ground balls against them last year. Also going 20 for 25 at the X. Here comes Cale Owens trying to dodge his way past midfield. Gets past midfield with 7 seconds left in the 20 to get past midfield. As the Pioneers lose possession once again. Here comes Jordan Storos, the LSM, who has not had to work very hard today. And look at Jordan Storos. Another goal for the Saints as Jordan Storos just takes the ball across midfield untouched. Lets it rip past Ross Geiger. Don't know what happened to Josh Pickford there. Looks like he just falls. Doesn't look like Storos puts a great move on him. But hey, it is 14-1. 14-1 with 5 goals scored in these first 5 minutes. And look at the true freshman Wilkins taking his first face-off W of his young college career. Pioneers now regain possession, try to get some kind of spark going on offense. Veteran captain Joe Egber trying to get something going on offense. Good play by the Pioneers, but even better defense by the Saints here as they are taking it down the field. Moses Allen trying to make his way down the field. Bennett comes in, gets the ground ball. And they will now set up their offense. Moses Allen subs out. Here comes Jeremy Burns to cross the field. Here comes the lineup of Burns, Dylan Brown, and Patrick Hanley. Good spin move by Hanley. Gives it to Bennett. Sundown gives it up to Brown. Here comes the dodge by Burns. Makes his defender fall. Good spin move by Hanley. Lets it rip. Just goes above Geiger's head. The multitude of true freshmen for the Pioneers are getting a great welcome to college lacrosse moment by going up against the number 14th team in the land. Hanley looking to make something happen. Here's Burns. Good save by the Pioneers. And smart decision there by Andrew Martin to just push it across midfield instead of trying to take it across. Here's Sundown with the ball, looking for a shot. Tries to get it to Burns and throws it over his head. Pioneers take possession. .8:20 in this third quarter. 14-1 Saints are up. Pioneers get a goal from Keegan Bell. Here they come down the field and they just missed the ball. Braden Elam just misses the ball as he was wide open on the attack. And the Saints have now regained possession. Papa looking to let it rip. Change this mind. Here comes Hommel. Here comes Clark Walters subbing in. The lineup of Papa, Walter, and Hommel has always scored today, and they will look to do it again. Here's Garrett Winter trying to do it one-handed. Shades of Lyle Thompson couldn't do it. And here's the fight for the ball, and here comes Quinn McKittrick with the ball as the Pioneers are going down the field. Tanner Deck looking to pass it off. Assistant coach Chris Roach calling out the offense that he wants the Pioneers to execute. Keegan Bell gives it off. Oh, and what a hit! Steve Warner taking no prisoners as he takes out the Pioneer trying to set up an offensive play. If you miss football, please come watch lacrosse. Pioneers still try to set something up as Cale Lawrence comes on the field. Stiff defense by the Saints here, trying to get down the field. Here's McDonald, falls, couldn't get anything going. As Hims tried to deflect the pass. Sundown, looking for it, there it is. 6 goals on the day on 7 shots for Larson Sundown, the proud member of the Tonawanda Seneca Nation. Plays with Geiger, doesn't fully commit to an area too soon, and shoots it right over his shoulder. (15-1), 5:56 in this third quarter. Tyler Perry gets another face-off win for the Saints as they get back on offense. Losing Sundown, one of the best additions for the Saints team that went 11-8. Very unusual for them last year. Have not lost more than 3 games, more than 2 games since J.B. Clark took over as head coach in June of 2010 until last season with 8 losses. Here comes Patrick Hanley going through defenders. Sundown gets it to Burns, lets it rip. And that's another goal for Jeremy Burns.
Limestone goal scored by number 6.
Saints catch the Pioneers in the slide. Pioneers could not slide fast enough to Burns, who was
Jeremy
wide
Burns,
open,
assist number 11
and just
versus
gets it
Sundown.
past Geiger for his 3rd goal of the match. (16-1) as we're back at the X. Wilkins fights for it. Can't get the ball. Saints back on offense once again, which they might as well claim as their own territory. Here's Bennett looking to get a goal of his own after setting so many of his teammates up. Ball down, who's going to get it? Papa fights for it, Pioneers fight for it, Pioneers get the ground ball. There's Tanner Deck coming down the field. Pioneers are going to get something going and lose the ball, but Elam gets it back. And Hims will try to set something up for the Pioneers here. Here comes Lawrence now on offense. Keegan Bell looking for a screen to get set up by his teammate. Pickford couldn't set up the screen, and here come the Saints down the middle. Here comes Papa down the middle. Sundown. Bow. Saints have a beautiful play in transition. Papa wide open, but he sees Sundown also open. Gets it to him, which is almost a guaranteed goal at this point. Seven goals on 8 shots for Larson Sundown. 2 assists as well, which gives him 9 points in this game. Good fighting by Wilkins there. And the Pioneers cannot get hold of the ball. Coleman never gets a hold of it, keeps fighting for it, but can never get a hold of the ball as the Pioneers go back on defense. Saints pretty much on cruise control now. 2.5 minutes going into the 3rd quarter. 17-1 over the Pioneers, who have given all their fight, but Limestone just proves to be too powerful. Here's a setup from Brown. Here comes Winter. Here's Hanley. Here's Brown now back at the top of the offense. Here comes the screen for Hanley going across the middle. They get it back. And there is a shot by Huey. Goes out wide. Bennett will restart. And what a catch and snipe attempt that was. But the Saints couldn't do it. Winter almost snipes it. And a good attempt to hit Patrick Henley, but to no avail. He rips it, goes out of bounds. Pioneers get the ball with a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Here comes the true freshman Dunn, trying to get some offense going for the Pioneers.
One minute remaining in the third quarter, 1 minute.
Here comes McDonald on the field. There's Keegan Bell with the rip, goes out. 45 seconds for the Pioneers to get some more shots on the goal. McDonald looking for space. Donald handing it off. Here's Lawrence. Small Lawrence trying to get something going. And Bell tries to dump it off the Bell in the middle. Could not catch it. Here comes Warner down the middle. Gives it to Winter. Almost lets it rip. Good slashing by the Pioneers, and that will be the third quarter. And there's 2 flags with the Pioneers there. We will take it to the half. 8 goals scored in that third quarter. 17-1 going into the fourth. Pioneers down. And you are watching the Pioneer Sports Network.
The first date. Only one chance to make that first impression. Don't worry, this might be new for you, but Ingalls has been there before. From flowers to the freshest ingredients, we have everything you need to put your best foot forward.
I'm so sorry.
Remember, you can't get to happily ever after without once upon a time.
Wow, funny running into you.
Ingalls, all the ingredients for family.
Welcome back to men's lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network. The Saints are up 17-1, dominating fashion over the Pioneers here in their season opener. Last 15 minutes left. Saints will look to maintain their lead. Pioneers will look to learn something from this game. And here's Parrott and Bohannon now at the face-off circle. Excuse me, that was Mahalski for the Pioneers in the face-off circle. As the Saints get their offense rolling once again. Here comes Walter from the sideline. Right before the end of the last quarter, Connor Coleman of the Pioneers and Garrett Winter of Limestone both got hit with unnecessary roughness penalties. Both are out for 1 minute. So both teams are now down a player. Here comes Clark. Walter looking to get something rolling. And what a goal that was by Clark Walter. Might as well change his name to Clark Kent.
Limestone goal is number 17.
18-1. Saints are up. What a dodge this was by Clark Walter. Just lets it rip in the lower left corner. Gets past Geiger. Parrott and Mahalski back at the face-off. And the Saints will take possession once again. Here comes Grar running over the Pioneer there. Here comes Hawk, Jordan Daniel playing some good defense and gets the turnover. Here come the Pioneers down the field. Here's Bell looking to dodge. Comes down the middle, gives it to Edgar. And Lawrence cannot get it. Elam can't get it either. As Lawrence tosses it back in, but Saints regain possession. And Foreign heaves the ball downfield. And Limestone will lose possession. The Pioneers get it off to Dunn. They try to get something rolling. Allen subs in at the right time and stops Dunn's forward progress. Will Cookman getting a play from the sideline, waiting for his subs to get in. Here comes McDonald trying to set something up for the Pioneers here. 40 career goals for McDonald in his Pioneer career, the 5'10", 165 junior out of Coquitlam, British Columbia. And what a hit that was by McKittrick, but looks like he will be penalized for it. Here comes Hawk with the ball. Limestone just on cruise control throughout this fourth quarter. Burns, and here comes Patrick Hanley now back in the game. What a dodge by Hanley that was. Scott Manning trying to make something happen. And here's what a shot that was by Jeremy Burns. Burns come towards his teammate facing the opposite way, then spins right back around for the surprise goal right in Geiger's face. 19-1, 10:35 in this fourth quarter.
Tusculum County number 44, Quinn McKittrick, 1 minute for a cross check.
Kirsch Downs just waiting for whoever the Pioneers send on to the faceoff circle. Timeout, 10:35 left in the game, 19-1, Saints are up. You are watching men's lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network. Welcome back to men's lacrosse on the Pioneer Sports Network. Limestone College all over the Pioneers, 19-1, 10:35 left in this fourth quarter. The Saints should just call their offense over because at least 7 of their players have a goal currently. That was Tanner Deck, and Dakota Kirsch Downs on the faceoff. Downs wins again. And here comes Matt Hommel looking to let it rip. Limestone keeping their starters in the game with Papa, Walter, Hommel, and Huey all on offense. Deck trying to guide his teammates in the right direction, but they just cannot maintain control of the ball this game. That will definitely be a coaching point that head coach Richard Carrington will harp on his team throughout the week. Here comes Huey, picks up the ball. Gives it off to Sundown. Excuse me, that's Walter. Here comes Hamo, waiting for his teammates to get in on the attack. Comes Dylan Brown now in the game. Comes Jeremy Burns, who already has 4 goals in the game, right behind Sundown 7. With a dodge by Burns. Another goal for Jeremy Burns. Burns is using some fast feet, quick dodge, right in the corner. 20 goals for the Saints this game. Usually when you're playing on video games, especially in football, somebody scores 21, tell them to get off the game. Come the Saints back on the attack. Regaining possession in this fourth quarter, just looking to get out of this game on top. Saints drop the ball, Pioneers regain possession. Sean Dunn now with the ball for the Pioneers. Him's trying to get something rolling on offense. Going towards the goal. Thought about it, but just passes it off to a teammate. Good pass off that was by Raymond. As McDonald looks for a shot, here comes a screen. Hughes tries to set another screen for McDonald. They try the same thing. McDonald go towards the middle. Good save by Foreign. As the Pirates will keep the ball, try to get something in these last 6 minutes. And what a shot that was by Nate Raymond, goes wide right. AJ Ham's now back at the top of the offense, looking to set something up. Lets it rip. Good save by Foreign. Good slash. What a slash that was by McDonald. And the Pioneers still cannot connect with the back of the net. Here come the Saints down the left side. Andrew Martin trudging along. And Mosman cannot keep control of the ball. Comes Jordan Daniel. Lets it rip. Another great save by Foreign. Good save there by Geiger. As Mosman, Brian Huey tries to let it rip. Cannot get past the true freshman. Now the lineup of Dylan Brown and Patrick Hanley are back in. And good ground ball pick up there by Edgar. Goal! Great offense in transition there by the Pioneers. As the true freshman Jordan Daniel gets his first goal of his young college career. Women's Lacrosse still cheering on their male counterparts in this game. 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in this fourth quarter as the Pioneers get their second goal of the game. Paired with another face-off win for the Saints.
That last Tusculum goal was scored by number 17, Jordan Daniel, assisted by number 9, Joel Edgar.
Saints now back on offense. Less than 4 minutes left. They're just looking to head it back to Gaffney with a celebratory win. Here comes Hawk, lets it rip. Slides right past Geiger. That'll be another goal for the Saints. Connor Hogg just runs right past his defender and gets it right in the corner.
Limestone goal scored by number 31.
Patrick Thomas now back at the goalie for the Pioneers here. 3:43, 21-2. As the Saints win another faceoff with Tyler Perry coming around the middle. Dylan Brown, Connor Grau still out here trying to make some offense roll. Grau thought about letting it rip, doesn't do it. And there is another goal by the Saints, Connor Manning.
Limestone goal number 46, Scott Manning, assist number 8, Colton Mosman.
Usually see an attacker pass that when they're going from outside the crease. But Manning rolls it, lets it rip. That's another goal for the Saints. Michael Logan now in the face-off circle for the Saints. The Pioneers will now take possession. Less than 3 minutes left in this game, 22-2. And what is the biggest margin in Limestone Tusculum battle history so far? And Nate Raymond is out here bowling over folks. But Limestone keeps possession. Connor Grau just holding the ball with this 80-second shot clock. There's plenty of time to burn while teams are on offense. This win by the Saints will push J.B. Clark's career record to 288 and 86. Head coach J.B. Clark has been to Final Fours at the NCAA Division I, II, and III levels as an assistant and as a head coach. Shot clock getting down. Saints gonna have to let it rip. But the Pioneers get the turnover. Minute and a half left. Pioneers looking to get some kind of transition offense started. The Pioneers lose the ball once again. But here come the Pioneers down the field. Pioneers young attackers. Sean Dunn also been in all game. Trying to get at least one more goal in these last 40 seconds. Seconds left. Pioneers going to want to do one last offensive play. And what defense that is by Nathaniel Carter. Just knocks the Pioneers down. Here come the Saints in transition. Laughs off seconds. And that is your season opener. Your final score from Greenville, Tennessee, 22-2 as the number 14 Limestone Saints dominate in their season opener. Larson Sundown with 7 goals on 8 shots, leading the way. Jeremy Burns also with 5 goals on 8 shots. Tyler Popper with 3 goals on 4 shots. Larson Sundown also with 2 assists to make that 9 points on the game. Tyler Popper, 3 goals, 2 assists to have 5 points on the game. Clark Walter with 2 goals and 2 assists to have 4 points on the game. The lone bright spots for the Pioneers, Keegan Bell, who had a goal against Limestone last year, also gets a goal against Limestone this year. And true freshman Jordan Daniel gets his first college goal of his career. That's our final from Greenville. Thank you for watching. I'm PJ Green. Have a great night, folks.